Hola, buenos días, y feliz sábado, y feliz Cinco de Mayo. Y hoy hay muchas cosas felices para discutir. Don't worry, this whole video is not going to be in Spanish. But as I just did say in Spanish, there are many happy things to discuss today, on this Saturday. So yes, it is Cinco de Mayo. I am so incredibly happy for today. I love this day today. But I should also warn people that today is also a Saturday. And on a holiday like this, people can make some very bad decisions. So please be responsible this evening, because I would hate to hear or see anything bad happen to anyone that I know personally. Therefore, just make good choices today, please, and thank you. Or if I say that in Spanish, por favor y gracias. You know, it's actually funny I'm wearing a Horseheads hoodie, seeing as how Horseheads is where I first took Spanish, and therefore I would know how to speak it. So there's that. And of the many happy things to discuss, one thing I do have to discuss is that an old friend of mine from Horseheads, who's actually a very decent stage performer, was just cast as Guy in Rules of Comedy by Patricia Cotter as part of the Chelsea Repertory Springfest 1 acts. So congratulations, man. You are totally awesome. Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah. That's right. I got myself a new game. Oh, yes, it's a game I actually have for the Wii U. But I did love this game on the Wii U. I played some of it last night. It still holds up really well. And plus, it's got the new Funky mode. Funky Kong is awesome. But I don't need to tell you guys that. I mean, his name is Funky. How can he not be awesome? You know what? That is a franchise that I do want to talk about, because I grew up playing video games. I did. And undoubtedly, of all the games, of all of the gaming franchises I ever played the most throughout my entire youth, and even up to today, Donkey Kong is most definitely one of them. You know, my brother and I first got the Super Nintendo when we were very little. And, you know, when Donkey Kong Country came out you know what? I'm actually going to make this pun legitimate. My brother and I went bananas for it. What can we say? Donkey Kong Country is a very great game. It is. It's a great franchise. And so, when the sequel came out, it was even better. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Honestly, of the original trilogy, that's probably the one my brother and I played the most collectively. It was just that much fun. And plus, well, if you guys don't know the story of the Donkey Kong Country series, in the first game, you know, the Kremlings, which are crocodile-like creatures, took all of Donkey Kong's bananas. And so Donkey Kong has to go get them back. I guess you could really say that the Kremlings are more of anthropomorphic creatures, I guess. So, yeah, there's that. And so, in the sequel, the Kremlings actually captured Donkey Kong. But Donkey Kong is the main character. His name is in the title. Without Donkey Kong, how are you going to make a game like that? Well, that's okay, because you play as Diddy and his friend Dixie, and you get Donkey Kong back. And it took all the best parts of the first game and made it even better. Then the third game comes out, which my brother and I love to death. We do. Again, the original trilogy is a great trilogy. Admittedly, though, the third game isn't necessarily as good as it probably could have been. I mean, what happens is the Kremlings capture Donkey Kong and Diddy. And now you play as Dixie, and you play as Dixie Kong and a baby ape known as Kitty Kong, who is basically Donkey Kong, only more baby-like clothing or whatever. But again, we still loved it. One thing we did love about Donkey Kong Country 3 that never gives credit for, the first two games, you know, it's basically the Kremlin stole something and you go get them back. In this game, though, the fight literally takes place, presumably where the Kremlings live. Yeah, you take the fight to their house. So already, that is awesome. And to anyone who's from Canada, it pretty much takes place up in Canada. The third game does, I mean. So, yeah. The first game, the final battle is on a pirate ship. The second game, the final battle is on a flying airship that, after you're done, as well as getting the secret ending in the second game, you actually topple the entire Kremlin island that they are refuging on, you know, to cause mischief for the Kongs. But in the third game, you take the fight over to them, which honestly I think is awesome. And I also have to point out that the last two games I've gotten, which were God of War and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, I'm just going to tell you right now, always pre-order your games and try and pay them in full if you can. A, because you can simply grab them and go when they finally come out. And B, you get awesome swag. And remember, kids, it's never a drag when you get free swag. Seriously, I gotta show you guys this. I got, hold on a second. There you go. I got some stickers to put on, like, my car, my refrigerator, stuff like that. And the first time I've ever gotten an article of clothing whenever reserving a game, I got myself a bandana. That is awesome. To be honest, I thought about wearing it for today's video, but I thought it would kind of mess up my hair after I was done. Plus, honestly, I've said before, I am a moron, so I have no idea as to how to put on a bandana. But hey, maybe I'll learn over time. So, there's always that to look forward to, right? One thing I do have to applaud a lot of my friends on, as of late, is that we're getting into the time of year where people are going on like different diets. And a friend of mine last night started a vegan diet. And to be honest, I can never go vegan. I mean, to be honest, I eat plenty of things that are vegan. But to make an entire diet based around that, I honestly don't think I can ever do. So, for those of you who are on the vegan diet, you have my support and my congratulations. That is awesome. Keep it up. You guys can do it. You know, I personally lost a lot of weight with proper diet and exercise, so you know what? It's very possible to do. You guys can do it. Just take it one day at a time. And it was funny because last night, when a friend of mine was discussing that they always they ate their veggies, it's just they would save them for last. And it's just like when I said in a video a while back, you want to have your vegetables first. That way, you save the good stuff for the end. And speaking of saving the good stuff for the end, like, favorite, share, and please hit that subscribe on YouTube. And to all my viewers out there, wait a minute. Today is Cinco de Mayo. ¿Sí? Me siento honorado de que hice este video para que todos lo vean y disfruten. Tengo la esperanza de que todos tengamos un maravilloso 5 de Mayo. Y recuerden que ustedes siempre quieren hablar o conversar. Siempre estaré aquí para prestarles atención y siempre le daré la espalda. Adiós y hasta luego.